What do you think of free speech in China? Hmm. I'm an American and I was just wondering about the free speech situation in China. A lot of the news sources in the US or Europe and Chinese immigrants I know tell me it's bad, but I don't know how it really is since I haven't been. Well, let me see the comments. It's not great. I find it especially frustrating because I generally think the government is doing a good job and could stand on their record with a free pass. Well, is free speech really making your government and country better? For example, is US really improving by allowing free speech? As an American, I will say freedom of the press, which is part of freedom of speech, definitely does. When there is corruption, it can be exposed and hopefully taken care of. I think a better example is the EU nations. There is more trust there for their governments and people act quickly to remove elected officials who are exposed by free press. I just don't see what limiting speech that isn't hateful or harmful does or help a nation improve. Yeah, well, for me, in my opinion, to the guy or to the person who posted this, uh, I I actually get it. I totally understand. All you hear in the US and Europe is mostly from Chinese immigrants or Western media saying it's really bad. And I used to believe the same thing before I moved here as an African international student. You know, but after living here for like years, my view is way more real and less extreme. First of all, you can speak your mind in daily life. Let's start with that. I can argue with my classmate, I can talk about politics in class, yeah, culture, or even compare my home country with China all the time. I even do that with the teachers as well. We joke, we disagree, we have normal conversations. Nobody gets arrested for casual opinion. That is not how it works day to day. I've never seen someone taken away for like talking. I've never seen it. That is my personal opinion. But I've never been to America, but from what I've seen, here is the difference between America and China, of course. Uh, it's not unlimited free speech. You can't really post things. You can't really post things that openly call for violence or spread extreme hate, deliberately lie, maybe to cause panic or attack the system in a way that is meant to destabilize things. You know what I mean? These are lines you don't cross. And yes, of course, everybody knows the internet is censored. Everybody knows that, of course. Social media posts get removed. Some apps are even blocked. Yeah, some apps are blocked in China. You can't really search certain topics. That is real. I'm not going to lie to any one of you. Of course, I'm not going to lie about that. And if you post something really sensitive online, it's gonna get taken down fast. If I can remember some time ago, I posted a video about an interaction with a policeman in China, and then the video actually they told me to get the video down because it was stirring a lot of confusion online among Chinese people, something like that. I didn't do anything wrong, but I had to get the video down. My opinion, as a foreign student living here, I've never felt scared to like speak. I criticize something, but one thing I never done is to talk about the government. That is for sure. It's just part of me to never criticize the government of a particular country. I don't do that. So like I criticize things a lot, like the public transport, the food prices, the school rules, like Chinese people trying to act weird to black people and stuff. I criticize that a lot. I post all these videos, but these videos never get taken down because that is my personal opinion. Local people do it too. They complain a lot. Yeah, they post videos, they complain a lot. Just not in ways that are seen as kind of like threatening. You understand what I mean? Like trying to threaten like social order, something like that. So most of those horror stories you hear from like, the Western media, or maybe like some immigrants who come from China, like they go to the US, are blown away out of proportion. They focus on the most extreme cases and make it sound like you can't really express yourself at all. You can't really say anything at all, which isn't true for like normal people, in living in China. It is just a different system. You understand what I mean, right? Free speech here isn't the same as like anything goes, like that style that the US has. You understand what I mean? But it's not like, like they will try to like suppress you in a way if you try to like express your opinion. In terms of basic things, I think it is fine, of course. You can express your opinion, you can talk whatever you want to talk. How many times have I posted videos of my experiences living here, even though those experiences were bad, but yet still they've never been taken down by the authorities or whatsoever, because that is my opinion. You understand what I mean, right? So if you come to visit, maybe you're gonna see like regular people complaining, joking, discussing, yeah, just with certain boundaries, yeah. And also, I don't have to hide it to you. If you come to China, if you want to come to China, don't you have to like try not to talk about the government. Don't do that. Don't try to talk about the government or criticize anything related to that in a very bad way. Do not do that. That's all I can say.